Flurries expected around noontime tomorrow. The morning commute is A-OK. Nothing to worry about there early tomorrow morning. If you have any errands to do tomorrow, definitely do them before noontime, because after the clock strikes 12, noontime tomorrow, we're going to see conditions quickly go downhill for the remainder of the day. Futurecast does keep us quiet. That is the good news as we go on through the overnight. Those clouds continue moving off to the east. Tomorrow morning, we're looking mostly sunny. And then the focus will turn to Monday and into Monday night. We're expecting some snow and some freezing rain to be coming into Western Mass, especially for the Monday evening commute. I think that afternoon rush hour is going to be pretty problematic here across Western Mass. Our day planner for the day, very similar to yesterday. Temperatures quickly jumping into the lower 90s by the early afternoon. An isolated thunderstorm is possible later on today at the hottest part of the day. You can see temperatures will be on the hot side. 95 your expected high in Westfield today, 94 Northampton, 92 up in Greenfield. About a Thursday morning starts out with hazy, hot, and humid conditions, and then we see a couple of those isolated thunderstorms popping up through the second half of the day. Again, they will be very few and far between, and then it fizzles out just in time for those fireworks Thursday night. Temperatures do skyrocket for the holiday weekend. 90 degrees on Thursday, 91 on Friday, and holding in the lower 90s through early next week. The orange box is the severe thunderstorm warning, and that's issued for the hail and the wind. The tornado, as we've been mentioning throughout our cut-in over the last hour, typically with these types of thunderstorm cells, the tornado occurs on the very southern edge. So folks in New Salem, where the potential of a tornado could be, I think New Salem is right in the bullseye right now. Wendell, you guys are certainly going to get pounded by hail as well. Just a few minutes ago, we said there was golf ball size hail reported in Conway, and that's exactly what the radar looked like right over Conway about a half hour ago.
This is a CBS 3 Springfield pinpoint weather alert.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm meteorologist Mike Skurko here with another update on Tropical Storm Irene. Its center is getting ready to work its way into Western Mass. That could mean more problems now as we finish out this afternoon. The rain has been the big story so far throughout this morning, especially up to the north in Franklin County, and that's where we find CBS 3 Springfield's Natalie Tolomeo. She is on the phone with us. Natalie, what are you seeing out there up in Franklin County right now?
Hey, Mike. Well, Route 2 West is completely closed down in the Buckland, Charlemont areas. You know, the water is just all over the roadways.
Now, part of the definition of a severe thunderstorm warning includes wind gusts of at least 60 miles per hour, which can do this sort of damage to trees of this size. But what's unique about this storm is the residents say there's a path carved about a mile through the woods, and that may prompt further investigation from the National Weather Service. Cool nights like tonight helps corn retain some of its natural sweetness. So even though the quantity hasn't been as great as summers past, the quality of corn here at McKinstry Farms has been excellent. All of the rainwater from Monday and Tuesday has to go somewhere, and for many locations across Western Mass, it ends up here in the Connecticut River. So even though it stopped raining today, the water is still coming in, and some of those river levels are just now getting close to flood stage.
Now, CBS 3 Springfield pinpoint weather.
You're taking a live look at our pinpoint Doppler radar. A strong line of thunderstorms are working their way through Western Mass. So let's take a tour. First, we're going to go up into Franklin County. A strong, severe line of thunderstorms just blowing through the Greenfield area, continuing to work their way eastward at about 30 miles per hour. So this is a very quick-moving storm, but it does have the capability of producing small amounts of hail and some brief gusty winds. We already have some reports out across the Berkshires as well as along Route 2 of a few downed tree branches, some down power lines as well up in those locations. Down across Hampshire County, nothing in Northampton just yet. The rain is just knocking on your door. I'm sure you can see the clouds out there, and this line of thunderstorms will be working through in just a matter of minutes. As far as the downtown Springfield area, you're going to lag just a little bit behind. Notice how the storm is oriented from northeast to southwest. So this activity in the southern Berkshires, this is expected to reach Springfield, I'd say by about 5 o'clock. Again, this storm moving at about 30 miles per hour. That should put it in the city of Springfield by the top of the hour. Now notice how this is a line of thunderstorms. We're seeing a squall line. That's what this is called. And the primary concern with these storms are those straight line wind gusts. So it's a difference between the storms we had last week. We had those rotating supercells with that tornado outbreak. This system is just a straight moving line, and we're more likely to see some straight line wind damage as these storms continue working their way off to the east. Doesn't mean we won't see a tornado warning, but it does appear at this point we will just see those severe thunderstorm warnings with some of those gusty winds moving through. And again, this line will continue pushing off to the east as time goes on, and we are expecting things to quiet down as we head towards this evening. Our latest severe thunderstorm watches and warnings, all of Western Mass under a severe thunderstorm watch until later this evening. And you can see with this line moving through, most of Western Mass is under a thunderstorm warning. So these storms are going to create possibly some damage out there with, again, both the possibility of some downed trees, some downed power lines, as well as some small to medium amounts of hail. Our weather headlines right now, expect the storms to roll through. Nothing in downtown Springfield just yet. Most of these storms will be early this evening. This is a very quick moving line. Things will settle down pretty dramatically as we head through the overnight hours. And this is a cold front moving through. This is going to usher in a drier air mass, so it's going to be much more comfortable out there for Friday. Take a look at temperatures across Western Mass, where the storms have not reached yet. Across the city of Springfield, the eastern parts of Hampden and Hampshire County, temperatures are still in the mid and upper 80s. So it's a very hot and humid air mass for these thunderstorms to play with. It provides plenty of fuel for these thunderstorms to sustain themselves. Notice back behind the storms, temperatures have cooled off dramatically. North Adams reading 66 degrees right now. A quick look at our radar and satellite loop. Again, this is just a thin ribbon of thunderstorms that will quickly push through. So a drier air mass will be working its way into the region for tomorrow. Taking a look at futurecasts, it already has most of these storms out of here by 7 o'clock this evening. So again, a very quick line of thunderstorms that we have to deal with over the next couple of hours. But once we head into the overnight hours, things are going to settle down, and it will set the stage for a much more comfortable day on Friday. Mostly sunny skies at 8 o'clock on Friday morning. A pretty calm commute out there, a pretty calm afternoon tomorrow as well. Heading into the weekend, though, notice on Saturday some showers start to get close to the picture once again. We could be dodging some showers and thunderstorms for this upcoming weekend. For tonight, expect some thunderstorms out there early this evening, mainly early, before 7 or 8 o'clock. Things will start to settle down as we head into the later evening and overnight hours. Mostly sunny skies come back tomorrow. It's going to be much more comfortable and a lot less humid out there. 82 degrees for your high temperature on Friday. Saturday and Sunday, some scattered rain showers will be moving through, particularly on Saturday night. Temperatures are held in check. We'll only reach the mid-70s. Then we have a much pleasant stretch coming for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, mostly sunny with highs in the upper 70s. Don't forget, you can always catch the latest forecast by logging on to CBS3Springfield.com or find us on Facebook at CBS.
Western Mass residents, they really need to pay attention beginning with their commute home tomorrow.
Yeah, a lot to talk about. The morning you're going to be fine, but tomorrow afternoon, a very similar episode what we had to deal with last Monday, that quick burst of snow coming in for the afternoon rush hour. And on top of that, it could be mixing with some freezing rain further into the night. So some winter weather advisories are in effect all across Western Mass. Here's a look at our pinpoint Doppler radar, and you can see the snow.
Now, tomorrow's full forecast in the first 5 minutes.
We have some light snow falling across mainly the eastern parts of our viewing area right now. Storm system setting up, but it's setting up far enough out to sea that we're just going to be on the outskirts of this. Some minor snowfall accumulations as we go through the nighttime hours. Here's our pinpoint Doppler radar, and you can see we are right on the cutting edge of these snow bands. Most of this activity is going to set up towards Worcester County and east, but there still is some light snow to go around, especially the eastern parts of Hampden County right now, down towards the Ludlow and Palmer area, picking up on some more moderate snow at this hour, but these bands are expected to shift further eastward as we continue through the overnight. So our towncast for tonight, some light snow mainly east of I-91. Overnight lows dropping down into the upper teens. Expected snowfall generally just about a coating to perhaps an inch. And again, you can see most of that snowfall is expected to be for the far eastern parts of our viewing area. Palmer there coming in at 2 inches on Futurecast. Tomorrow morning, some leftover flurries. It's going to be pretty cold out there to finish out the weekend. Not only will temperatures be stuck in the 20s, but the winds will be rather strong. Our wind chills will be stuck in the single digits as well. We also have another winter storm to talk about for the middle of the week. We'll have more on that and your complete 7-day forecast coming up in a few minutes. Hugh?